Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Josh Allen, tough home playoff loss versus the Chiefs. Really had a chance for this thing down to the wire. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is the Patreon community a great way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you dig these long, nuanced, detailed videos, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. The link is in the video description. Hop over there, join, become a member, support the channel. I sincerely appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Well, this was a hell of a game. It really was. I know it's maybe a little too soon for Bills Mafia. Tough 24-27 L, missed field goal late, fake punt. It had all sorts of crazy. Right out the gate here, this is a hell of a play from Josh Allen. Now, it's a forward pass, but if they don't call it, it's not a penalty. He had just some ridiculous playmaker moments in this game. Really impressive. So there's nothing there. And we'll talk about this concept. You know, this essentially, I want to say like one-man screen. I actually need to do some like off-season due diligence and find out what the hell teams are calling this. But this is just a glorified check down with a one-person screen. With the eligible, you can kind of work downfield. So lots of teams are doing that. It's everywhere at all levels of football. It will continue to be everywhere this fall. But his ability to go create, it's third and forever, right? We got no good options, running like a dagger, not there. Just the creativity. I mean, the audacity, really. Doesn't get called, gives you a fourth and short. Go get it yourself on the quarterback sneak. It's just a hell of a play, man. This dude is a playmaker. Off the launch point. Go create. Plays never dead. Never gives up. Vision. Give yourself a chance. Hell yeah. Next one here, 3rd and 4. Again, it's the wood that makes it good. Let it wash over you. Never gets old seeing those heaters. Down here to the bottom, a little option or choice with the 7 or corner behind it. Just an absolute frozen rope. 1 to 2, low to high. Now, we'll talk a little bit about 14 in this video. Not going to make that big of a deal of it. I think that, you know, when you watch the video, there are some things that would frustrate me about his play. Now, that's not a news flash, okay, that there are things that a wide receiver would do that would frustrate a quarterback. But for me here, what I'm saying is this is the number 1 read. I'm going to call this an option or a choice. I think he ends up coming out of it. I'm going to talk about what frustrates me about that. Here's that corner 7 behind it. Again, I'm saying most often, third medium, you're going to read that thing low to high. It's a hell of a throw. The strike, the quarterback execution, outstanding. Now, the part that pisses me off is that, where's the ball? 49-ish. It's 3rd and 4. So we'll say the sticks are the line just for sake of conversation here. What you can't do playing wide receiver or being a wide receiver 1 is come up and run an option route. Earmuffs me here. Fucking short of the first down sticks. It cannot happen. Now, let me say it again here for the people in the back. Okay. Put your little ear pods in. Listen up. Wide receiver. Do not run option or choice short of stick on 3rd down. Do not. Do not. Bottom of the screen. You know, right? Like, you can see the first down marker. It's 3rd, not that long. We don't need a 2 to 3 yard route for you covered. Get your rear up past the sticks and then come out of it. Yeah, it might tighten that for us, but I have a hard time thinking that they're going to come out here and tell him to run a 3 yard route on 3rd and 4 to try to get the 7 or corner open behind it. Regardless, Josh Allen, outstanding base. Check out the footwork, the timing, the rhythm, back foot, rip, laser, outside the numbers. Hell yes. And we are in the elements. January football. Flags are swirling in Buffalo. Whoa. I mean, can almost hear that ball cutting the wind. Where's the ball? Right on his face. Hell yeah. Next one here. This is one of those plays early in a game. Let's go back to the scoreboard here. Okay, besides it's the wood that makes it good. It's 3rd and 8, ball's on the 9. Okay, this is a 4-point play. And we kick a field goal here because we don't get it. Ball gets tipped. Get a little bit unlucky with Chris Jones just going full statue, knocking it down. Now, my thing about it, and again, don't come at me sideways. Okay, I can already hear you with your little keyboard coming at me in the comments. It's so easy with a marker and a clicker months later. No shit. Okay, but what I do want to say here is that this concept is not for me. That's it. Okay, 3rd and 9. There's no great concepts 3rd and 9 from the 9. But what is Diggs doing? What are we doing down here up top? Is this supposed to be double post cross? Just watch the routes of the 3 eligibles down the field. What is that? Okay, now, well, first off, I'll talk about what I think it is. Well, actually, let's talk about what they end up doing. This with this, and I think he goes all the way to the back line. Hey, that ain't it for me. There's really nothing there. Now, what I think they're probably trying to do is go back line here, kind of that inside post here, and then this kind of like underneath crosser. I would guess he just does his own thing. Again, this is me guessing. Haven't talked to anybody, don't know, but the pink lines, what they end up running, that ain't it. Okay, so the other part about this, and let's just play the game that this is what we want. Okay, this. The only place this ball really can go, for my money, is right here, the way this thing is played out. Because what happens here is you get the middle linebacker type trying to match this thing, which is essentially the news 3 over the top. So maybe you could throw it when this player turns his back. That's it. Other than that, there's no option. Now you could say, hey, the check down looks pretty good. And it does, but it gets batted down. Okay, so again, rough down here to the bottom. Now, I personally, okay, this is, man, maybe it's not because he's gone, but like tired or effort, one of the two. It just doesn't look like we're running full speed for me. That's just me. Now, again, I've already said I don't like the concept. These are the plays, in my opinion, when you play the Chiefs that lose you games. First quarter, don't give a shit. This is where I'm saying the ball could be thrown. And again, marker, clicker, months later, right? Back turned, okay? Right here, we're hunting up 14. Up top, it sure looks like we're getting depth and width. Maybe you put that thing high back 5 right there. That's it. That's all you got. Now, I don't think it's a bad decision to not do that. I don't think it's a bad decision to get to the check down. In fact, I think the check down might score if you put it on the correct shoulder. But the ball gets batted down, and it's a bummer because Chris Jones playing the 0 or the shade on the center, he doesn't even rush. He's exhausted. Look at him. He's just standing there. I mean, he's literally flat-footed. So again, could you put it on 16 right there? And again, I am saying I don't think this is the intent of the play. I really don't. But could you, with this guy with his back turned like this? In my opinion, yes. High back 5. Okay. Again, if you don't want to, yeah, obviously he's the decision maker. Bummer here. We're just chilling. We're double teamed. We've got the check down coming, and we just can't find a lane. So again, everybody will want to talk about the last couple plays, the last series, missed field goal, fake punt, whatever. This play is 4 points. This is a 4-point play. I mean, it bounced off his face. Damn. Next one here, 2nd and 3. Josh Allen, a weapon in the red zone, tight red zone, run an empty quarterback long trap. It looks like they're trying to get digs on a little PRO as well. This is an outstanding design call. They ran a decent amount of long trap in this game. I don't think of long trap as a very common NFL play. Now, long trap to me basically just means that all these 4 guys are all gapped down, and then we are pulling the backside tackle. Really long tackle trap. Pulling the backside tackle, kicking out the C gap, and all these guys are down. So down, 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 down. Right here, it looks like we're trying to run a route. Almost like, hey, can you throw it? Can we throw this ball right here? If yes, let's throw it. If not, let's just take it ourselves. And again, I think it gets logged. That just means that this defensive end right here squeezes this thing or wedges it, whatever your terminology is, and we got to bounce that thing to the outside. So again, unique weapon, right? Unicorn type quarterback talent. Can we get it to Diggs? No, right? It doesn't look like Allen's trying to throw it. So no, there's the long trap. It doesn't even get logged. Josh just bounces it. Again, long trap to me, tackle long trap especially, just takes forever. The tackle, 79, just has a long way to go. Again, hey, I'm not going to tell you that I'm a expert on who plays offensive line for the Bills. In fact, don't really care. But what I can tell you is that it's a hell of a longer for this guy to pull and trap than it is normally for this guy to pull and trap. So the play just takes longer, right? And/or, I mean, the only reason you would want to, and in my mind, the only reason, let's assume these guys are similar type pullers. The only reason you wouldn't want to pull the guard, in my opinion, is if you're so worried that Chris Jones is going to blow up the play right here as the shade. You know, as he right here, the 2-eye, but Chris Jones is over here as the 3 or the 4-eye. So that would be the only reason. Other than that, to me, it's just going to take forever, too long. And right here, Josh does a great job just bouncing it. You can see there, he could go right down the hash maybe, straight ahead, but that's going to be a big collision. Instead, bounce, athletic enough, walk it in. Now, this is what a guy like 14 can do. Okay? He can create separation. So he's up top as the new number 3 in short motion, running a little jerk route, makes 32 look like a jerk. Nice strong hands, get vertical, big chunk, second and long. Outstanding. So this is kind of an iteration of Haas Y juke. Now again, not the Y, not Haas. Haas is just hitches and seams. I need to do an X's and O's video on that. But what we're doing here is it's just empty, and I think they run inside fades. So for me here, this is the juke route. You come up, you set it like a hitch, and then you have a kind of, some teams will do it different ways. I prefer it like this where you know where they're going to go. So they come up, they set it, and they run in. Some teams will give these guys an opportunity and to go either way. To me, that's a little bit more choicey. Yeah, you probably don't give a shit. Here's that inside fade. Here's that inside fade. I think they run it with one-step smokes. So if you were to just look at this, that would look a lot like Haas Y juke. Now, it's kind of an abstract version of it, but the bones of it are the same, right? There's the juke. There's the seams, whether you want to call them seams or fades. Here's the hitches. Here's the hitches. So the space of it is outstanding. And again, the design, wide bunch, spread stack, create all this. Just look at the space that this creates in the middle of the field. That then you get what most people thought last year was their best weapon in space. Come up and beat a linebacker type. Hell yes. This is outstanding design, execution, call, all of the above. Whoop. Gotcha. Nice little chunk. Let's go. From behind, again, you can see the rhythm that Josh is playing with, knows exactly where he's going with the ball. Let his guy win. You know, the timing's not perfect. Let him win. Right up on his face. Great strong hands. Get vertical. Hell yeah. Next one here, 2nd and 3. Another great Josh Allen creative play. This is all go. Little QB School logo. Outstanding job here. Nothing there. It's a rough look for all go. Really, your best option is probably your back one-on-one with the backer. Doesn't win right away. Josh is able to go create. The backer comes off, then he flips it to the check down. So, just knowing where the bones are buried on this play, and that just means, it's just me being a smart ass saying, who used to say that and it used to piss me off? Brad Childress. Where the hell I picked that up? But that's where I picked it up, and I don't like it. This is all go. Okay, having the answers here. Versus split field coverage, meaning middle field open. Any type of man or bracket, this is going to be a tough look because you're going to have guys probably over the top, one-on-one, and potentially double teams running with the seams. Okay, your best matchup is almost guaranteed to be the back on the backer, whoever the hell that is. So we come up, we run a little option or check down pop for the back. Well, the linebacker covers him. Well, damn. Now we got to go. We go create. Guess what? That linebacker comes off. Thinks he's going to make a TFL or sack. What do? We just do the playmaker thing that Josh can do, as well as damn near anybody in the league. Flip it to the check down who continues to play. So just a great job. So first up here, let's just watch how the all go plays itself out versus middle field open, split field coverage. Right there, nowhere to go with the ball. We got no chance. Yeah, I like 2nd and 3 taking a shot with all go. Love it. They covered us up. Tight coverage. How about that check down? So we don't like either side. Don't like inside, outside, seam. Whoop. And you can see the backer do a nice job covering the check down right there initially. But then he comes off to tackle Josh. We flip it out. And that's just a hell of a play, man. That's a hell of a play. Everything except, well, depending on the time and the clock, you'd say, man, just go get some more yardage back. But you got to stop the clock. You got to stop the clock. I don't think you can overstate how important the creativity element of this is. Moving around, protecting the ball, the vision, the touch, fucking awesome. Next one here, one of the few misses in this game for me. We're going to run a little switch up top, hinge by the number 2. And we just throw this thing too low and away. I'm not going to get into the mechanics of it from an all 22 and pretend to tell you exactly, oh, he did this, he did that, he did this. We just miss it. Okay, we don't expect to make every single throw, although with these guys who are such an elite talent, you're almost surprised when they miss throws like this. So whatever this is supposed to be up top, to me, I'm calling this a switch release. Okay, the first guy looks like he runs an in. The second guy comes out here and runs what I'm used to calling like a hinge or fall away. And you would probably read this thing inside out. And it's there. It's open. Normally I would say if you're working left to right here, you would almost expect to miss this thing down and inside. He misses it down and away, just maybe a little too far away from the corner. Too much respect. But that's one of those throws where you're like, man, 17 usually makes that thing work for us. It's on time. It's in rhythm. It's just low and away. And now it's 1-0. From behind, you can see him working inside out. No. Outside, yes. Da-dunk. Next one here, 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 31. Less than a minute to go, second quarter. 7-step drop from gun. Nothing there. Great sticky coverage from the Chiefs. Josh just goes and gets it himself. Again, this ability to create with your legs, to run it, to tote it. Nothing there. Match, coverage. They're all matched up. Sticky coverage down the field. Nobody on the quarterback. Get past that first level. Go get a big chunk. How about your boy down here to the bottom throwing up the mailbox double covered? Thanks for that. Yeah, you think so? You're open? Okay. How about up top? Anybody winning? Any separation? Maybe you could put it on the number 1 up top. But he's taking a 7-step drop looking left. No. Got to go. And this ability, look at this move. He is striding out. A little left, right. Whoop, whoop. Triple deke. Awesome run. Give yourself an opportunity for a big touchdown right before half. So no to the over. He never really gets all the way across the field. I think Josh played really well this game. I think a fair criticism, and it comes up here, although he's able to run and make it a big play. There are plays that it looks like if he were to work the full read. So let's just assume that the read is here is 1, 2 to whatever this thing is coming back across, and then like 3 or 4 to whatever's on the far right. It looked like in this game, he was kind of 1-2 run, 1-2-3 create, as opposed to, again, easier said than done, full field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, not easy to do, especially when you're dealing with a game wrecker right here. But I'm just saying, if you want to be critical, okay, and you want to try to be as fair as you can be, there were times like this where he didn't have to go here, right? Like he goes and it works out. But we see like the last play of the game, it's not quite as clean. So again, I'm not saying there's anybody wide open, and this is a hell of a play. And again, the part to really enjoy about Josh is once he gets out into the open field, he's not going and sliding. He's putting a move on. Falling forward. He's getting an extra 5. So this athletic ability, dynamic, powerful runner, it's a big play. Next one here, 2nd and 5. Now 40 seconds left. This is an incompletion. The ball gets batted down. We're trying to get it to the back down here to the bottom. This is one of those plays that because we have a great play next and get a touchdown, this play gets glossed over. But for me here, the back looks surprised that he gets hit. Like you can tell 51 is on a mission. The defensive end right in front of Diggs, he's on a mission to hit the back. He's not letting the back free release. So they're hitting the back. Josh looks like he's trying to go to the tight end. 88, no. Diggs, no. To the back. And it's going to score. It's got a great opportunity to score. But just the little details that can sometimes get lost. I feel like they get lost more often from the backfield spot. So if we're going to run, let's go corner, let's go flat, and then this route right here where we come out, we're going to come back in here, a little Texas or angle route. Well, that looks great on paper and on video, but when this guy he's got his hand in the ground, you're thinking, oh, he's going to rush. He thinks he's getting a sack. Well, he comes off and he goes hunting. Like he goes bullseye like Marshall Faulk, Patriots, that first Patriots Super Bowl. And he's hunting right here. He's not letting this guy get out of the backfield with a free release. So if he were to come out, evade him, and slip this thing in, it's maybe a walk-in. So just that little detail, like, damn, watch your path out. Right? Like he looks like he thinks he's in like routes on air. You got to avoid that, get back in. He gets pushed way too wide. He jacks the spacing with Diggs. You can see he and Diggs are on the almost same level. And that's a shame because that really is there. Just let this thing wash over you as far as the middle of the field. Look at the middle of the field if you were able to split that and come back underneath. Oh. And again, it's not a big deal in the big picture because the next play, Josh does Josh things. Okay. And then we get it in. But right here, that should and could be a touchdown. Next one here, 3rd and 5. This is a hell of a play. We get the ball to 10 here, again on the little short post or angle. This is one of those throws where you protect him with it when it's down. Is it exactly where he wants? Probably not. Probably take advantage of the Chiefs getting a little too much depth at the second level of the defense. But I love this play. So at the end of the day, what is it? It is bunch, quads. Okay, so they're essentially going to run these 3 guys, and it really doesn't matter who's who. All 3 of these guys are coming across. We're then going to ask 10 to come out and back in. And they actually do an excellent job, they being the Chiefs, do an excellent job of not getting caught up in the wash. So when you have all 3 guys on the bunch running in-breaking routes, pretty universally, you'll get these guys chasing, like collision chase. It's hard to let them go and stand your ground. Now, if anything, you would say, hey, just stay right here because it's 3rd and 5 as opposed to getting a little bit of depth. That little bit of depth allows 10 to come out, catch this thing barely, and get a first down. So a lot of moving parts. I love me some quads, nub. And watch that up top. 3 in-breakers. Whoop. And again, just this depth. So the collision, and then he gets a little bit of depth, and that depth does him in, and they're able to get that first down right in front of him. Josh does a really nice job of giving 10 a chance. It's tight. Holy moly. It's a 4-point play. I mean, look at that ball. It's a hell of a catch. 10 making a play against pretty good defense. Tough contested catch. 3rd down, red zone, quads, nub, bunch. Some good ball. Next one here, another Josh Allen touchdown run. Looks like they got a little SRO going. And Josh just says, 2 middle fingers, I'll do it myself. In fact, I'm not even going to follow the pulling Jason Kelsey here with a little full block from the center. So he probably should follow the center here, make this life a little bit easier. He sees that touchdown, just lowers his shoulder, and buffaloes his way in there. He's just a big, big, strong dude. So what I'm saying this play is, hey, we're going fast 3 here with this little bubble. Do they adjust? Is it 2-on-2 out here? Can we just raise up and throw this thing? If yes, great. If not, we're running just inside zone right here. I'm calling it inside zone, and they're calling I'm saying that the center is doing a full block, or we're coming out here pulling. That's it. And Josh just says, well, I see the hole in the A gap. I'll just go get it myself. Right? They're not faux pulling the center. You can see here, if he were to continue to follow the center, the play gets widened out. He probably still scores. Maybe he pitches it to 4 late. I just love putting the ball in 17's hand, letting him create, do things like this. He's just so big, strong. He can't be stopped like this. He really can't. So these short yardage plays for Buffalo are just so difficult to handle. And again, you can see the center goes. That's tough shotgun pull like that. Holy moly. Great job getting out there. Great job by 17. Just touchdown. Halftime. You dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me personally. So thank you for taking the time and doing that. I appreciate you. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. These Quarterback School courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have a course on RPOs, pass protection, tempos. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage. We even have an entire offensive system for you. So if you enjoy the way that I talk and teach ball, you will love the courses. Get over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources. Check out those linked in the video description as well. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. All right, second half, let's get it. 2nd and goal from the 8. Big play here. Got the potential to be a real game-changing play. They can't just quite get it going now. Is Diggs held? You know, these little tweaks here that I'd love to see. It ends up being a good decision. Home run, put it in the front row. For me here, I want to talk about a few different things. First of all, this read is almost universally right to left. So no, back pylon, back line, check down. Not there, good decision, get outside, red zone, throw it away into the stands. Now, a few things here. So post movement here at the snap, for me, this is almost always trying to get up and get right at that first down marker. I think this is a better play at like the 6-ish versus kind of this mid red zone area where you can get this double move into the end zone. So this is 1, and then 2 is this thing coming across to the back pylon. 3 is usually this back line. So come all the way up, pretend we're at the back of the end zone, and come across. Now, the thing I would like to see here, first off, you got to at least acknowledge the fact that this is really close to a hold for me. Yeah, that's first. The next part here is I would like to see the evolution of this play. This play is so popular the last half a decade in the league, maybe longer. I would like to see this route come up and be like almost like a deep option, where essentially if you feel this, because these teams identified that once they see this, they almost know these corners are sharp guys, some of them. They are anticipating that double move, especially if the quarterback's looking over here, that double in or kind of backline run. So to come up to the backline, nod that, or give you the option to nod it if you feel like that corner is undercutting you. So if he's going to undercut that backline in, let's come back out the other way, because then that could be a real second option. So then it could be kind of 1 here, not there, 2, front side, backside pylon, 3, this like late other backside pylon. So you almost like flip your hips and just throw it back. That was my only thought on this thing, other than the fact that it's a hold. Nice decision by Josh. Again, these red zone reps are so important. Look at his base, y'all. No heel click. Always ready to throw. No, got to go. But again, that back line down here at the bottom, right there, This guy's anticipating you to do the, he's jumping this. He's anticipating this up and backline play. He feels the over to the backside pylon. Here's that inside front pylon. I'm saying, oh man, I would love to come up, inside release this thing and come back out this way, because it kind of times up the same. It'd be a little bit harder on the quarterback to flip your hips all the way back across, but you can almost throw it like a half throwaway, high back 5. Again, just a little food for thought. You're welcome if you call it this year. Let me know. So the next snap here, post penalty, 3rd and 13. Josh Allen just puts on the cape, goes full Superman. Ends up getting a touchdown versus Snead down here to the bottom. 3x2, empty. There's nothing there. Just going to go create, little okey doke, rip a front pylon on the move to the left. An absolute ridiculous throw. These are just those special plays that only a handful of guys do consistently. That's full speed. So there's nothing there. There's no good play. 3rd and 13 on the 13. They're going to drop 8. They got a little spy. Here comes the spy. He's going to cut you off. Give him a little okey doke. Then just full speed sprint left dot front pylon. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is such good quarterback play. There is no defense that takes this away. It can't be stopped. They've got a spy. The spy closes them out. Put a little move on. And then rip it. 20 yards. Front pylon of the end zone. An absolute dot. My goodness. Again, watch just the coordination here. The That's not a small guy. That's not like a little itty bitty point guard. That's a big dude going rip front pylon dot. Look at the throw. I mean, couldn't hand it to him better. That's not bad coverage. That's on a scramble. In the red. Hell yeah. Next one here, 1st and 10, balls on the 25. You know it's a big game when we're running quarterback bash GT with Diggs and Josh Allen. First level RPO, reading 56. You know, I think it's important for a few different reasons. First, this is a big game, obviously, Captain. Reading the right defensive end, 56, hand in the ground outside 79. GT, nice deuce double team, really to no one. Not really that nice, actually. I would personally look for more violence at the left tackle. Get a log, nice read from Josh. One of those things where you can just see how important this game is. Okay, first of all, this little like Diggs in the backfield package. Okay, I think there's a time and a place for it that I might disagree with later. But this is who we're reading. All we're doing is running bash. So this might be called wash, if you're welcome. Wide receiver, away from the run. My only thing here is I would prefer this guy right here to come up and block the number 3. So just 1, 2, 3, third most dangerous. We'll talk about what the GT element of this is from behind, but just reading this defensive end. Pull it. It's a 1st down on the 25. We're running gap runs between the tackles. Hell yeah, it's a big game. But that's what Josh Allen can do. It changes the math. Okay, so what's going on GT-wise here? Get into the weeds of the run game. Here's our conflict defender, 1st level RPO. Here's that bash or wash, whatever your language is. Front side is going to be gap down backer. Okay, so this is a C gap GT. So what that tells me is that this guy is arcing out. So he's going out. We're trying to run to the C gap, right? A, B, C. Okay, you're welcome for that. C gap GT. So everyone else here on the front side is going to be gap down. So gap down, gap down, gap down, right? Quick little refresher. So as we go gap down, there's nobody in this gap. So we're going to get an opportunity for a double team, horizontal double team. So we're going to get a deuce here. So deuce to 32. You're not even in the picture. That's why I'm saying we could get a little bit more violence right here, more movement, horizontal movement. I know this guy potentially is the dude, if that's 95. Okay, so big time deuce right here, right at the point of attack. So we want to deuce this to 32. We're going to arc this. We are then going to try to get a kick right here. But if we can't get a kick, meaning he squeezes this, wrong arms this, whatever, we're then going to log this. So he's going to come around and log this thing, spin it around like a log rolling. And we're just going to read that thing out. for the tackle, who's then going to wrap to the inside linebacker. So it's a really nice job by Josh reading out. I mean, it's one of those things where this is not an uncommon play. It's an uncommon play for a first down in the NFL. And you can see that deuce double team, 73. I know he's a load, but man, we got to drive our feet, man. We can't stand straight up like that. We got to get more movement. We got to be lower. Nice read from 17. That's a nice run. Next one here, 3rd and 5. Again, this is where I thought we got a little too cute with Diggs in the backfield. So we're going to be hot to Diggs. It's 3rd and 5. Now, I think it's impressive that a wide receiver reads this thing hot and runs the route hot on 14 in the backfield. But even if he catches this, it's still not going to be a first down. So what I mean by that is this tackle right here is in what I'm used to calling a big duel. So he's got the most dangerous of these two, 1 and 2 in pass protection. So if the inside guy comes, he's going to squeeze this thing, come down, and the free runner, you want to be the farthest guy. So he's going to be the free runner. Okay, so that's going to leave our back in the backfield, usually our running back, right here. This is 14. And not a lot of experience there. I think of the 49ers doing this stuff in years past. So comes out here, the first part is he knows he's hot and you can see him turn quickly. But the other part about this is it's 3rd and 5, right? We got to get to the line, right? So even if you were to come out, be hot, he's got a free runner, you throw it right here, he's still got to make somebody miss to get a first down. It's just tough. It's just one of those ones where you're like, damn, we got a little too cute. They got us hot. We were able to see it, but we couldn't execute it. And again, if 14 catches it right there, does he get a first? Maybe. I'd even say probably. He's going to have to go through somebody. But it's a bummer more than anything else. But these games have come down to just individual plays like this. And this is the play right before the fake punt. And they get fortunate with the fake punt to get it fumbled back to them as a touchback. But man, these 3rd downs are so critical. And the Bills, for me, got a little cute right here. And the Chiefs really, really close to making them pay. I mean, this could easily be a tip ball pick. Tip ball pick 6. But Josh sees it hot, just can't get the completion. And again, these are all choices, right? You're choosing to put 14 in the backfield. Nice job by the right tackle. You can see the offensive line is sliding left to the guy who's covered up by the flagpole here. So if the offensive line is going here, so these 4 are going to 1, 2, 3, 4. The right tackle has a big duel, 1 to 2. So he's going to tight set. If this guy blitzes, he's going to close the door. And then we're going to be hot off the farthest guy. And again, impressive wide receiver to knows what he's doing. But still, even if he catches it, to me, it's not a guaranteed first down. So they got you. We got cute. They made us pay. Now we're fake punting. So fake punt doesn't hurt us. Come back 3rd and 12 next series. And this is a big missed opportunity up top for a few different things for me. One here, I think this is actually a better throw than the kind of outcome of this thing where he's diving back in, can't make the catch. It's so close to being a big play regardless. But acknowledging the fact that 3rd and forever, not a good spot to be. I think the top of the drop got a little bit lazy to me. And again, could we make this catch? Hell yeah, we could make that catch. I mean, it's in our hands. It's a tough catch, no doubt about it. It's a tough-ass catch. Now, I'm going to make the argument, and you're probably going to disagree with me and get all sensy, but what I'm going to say is that my guy slows up right here. Now, is the ball perfectly thrown? No, but it would be easier if he didn't slow down. Now, you might say he got pulled, he got grabbed, and maybe he did. I can't tell from the All-22, and I'm not going back to watch the broadcast. The other part where you're going to get all sensy is the guy the number 2 here, running in the middle of the field, to me is probably a better throw. This to me is a predetermined throw, and maybe the play was, hey, 1-on-1, let's let it rip, I don't care. But usually this play, because this is a double move, usually that will be 1 to 2. Like alert this versus middle field open. And is it there? I mean, I would say you have a higher percentage chance to hit that middle of the field pipe, middle field read by the number 2 up top than you do versus whatever this route is. So again, I said he got a little lazy at the top of the drop. What I mean by that is we've seen him play with really good base. That's a nice base at the top of the drop. That's your feet coming together. And that's the difference. And the film is the film. You might not disagree with what I think is the best technique at the top, but that's a great base for me. That's toesy, clicky, narrow. Hey, now, you might be saying, dude, you're being kind of a jerk here. This is 1. This is 2, in my opinion, because it happens first. 1, 2. This is a double move. Now, am I saying that this is, you knew this was going to be there? Hell no. Okay, they showed middle field close. They rotate out of it. What this guy does, it's really kind of off this. If he plays this at all over here, you've got this opportunity. And if it's not there, then you let this thing go one-on-one because this safety has driven this. So again, neither of these are high percentage throws. I think both of them are pretty good opportunities for 3rd and 13. And again, if you hit this, is it a different game? Maybe. Again, it's almost like it gets more open the farther down the field in the slot up top. You know, could he rip that on the logo? Could he rip that on the hoof? Maybe. And again, just watch. Now let's watch the wide receiver. So up top, he's striding out, right? We got the defender right here. We're striding out on this. Just watch the gait. Okay, look. You tell me if it looks consistent running or if it looks like he like goes, yeah, like it's almost like it's not the film rate. It's not the frame rate. Right there. See him kind of stop? What is that? Does he grab him? Does he not find the ball? What is that? Regardless, it's not good enough. And it's a huge missed opportunity on a massive play that Josh almost creates for the Bills. Again, feet, ugh. And the only reason I'm saying, you know, if he could get a perfect base right there, could he time it up where you're looking at that safety in the top right? Look at 27. As he drifts to the right, you look him off, tight hitch, throw that middle. Oh, oh, coach, maybe. And again, does he grab him? It doesn't look like he grabs him. It looks like he just changes his fucking gait, and I would be coming out of my skull. Next one here, another big play opportunity down the field missed. Diggs down here to the bottom, one-on-one with the safety, big play action, almost like a little corner and up, 7 up. You get the matchup you want. Is the ball, you know, perfectly thrown? Probably not, but it's not much of a miss, and it certainly gives him a chance to make a play. Now, again, you know, 14's your dude here. You got to let it rip. I get that. It looks a little bit like it's predetermined. You know, could you go up and make that play turn and go make it high point it? I think you probably could. Could you catch it like that on the body, jumping up? Probably. You know, is he grabbing your arm right there? Not really. We got to make that play. Not an easy catch, but we got to make it. Now, my thing about it is, and this is where, you know, I feel like there's fair questioning here. We don't know what the intent of the play is. I'm saying this is a corner, like little nod and go with one of these guys up top running this in. If the matchup, if the game plan was to get, hey, if we get one-on-one versus safety, we want to let this rip with 14. Okay. If it was, hey, does he win on this? Like, does a double move fool him and we get him? Then that's 1 and this is 2, or this is alert, this is 1. You know, then I think it gets a little muddier because to me, this is wide open. And this is one-on-one giving your guy a chance. And I don't think either are necessarily for sure wrong because we don't know what the intent of their play call was. But it's tough to turn on the film and be like, we got this. He's making that throw right here. Right? I mean, this is pretty simple to see. He's throwing this ball down here. To me, this is not a guaranteed win. This is the safety's over the top. One-on-one, give your guy a chance. This is pretty close to wide ass open. I mean, I'll do an even better drawing. That's wide ass open in the league. Okay, so I just feel like it hurts a little bit more. The drop. I'm going to call it a drop. The tough contested catch not happening when the other guy is open for a big ass chunk too, especially on first down. Oh, we got to make that catch. We got to. And that's the difference. It's not, the end of the game for sure, we're going to talk about. But these big plays, these missed big plays, damn, they're the ones that really hurt me. Next one here, 3rd and 3. This is a pretty cool play. This is tackle, long trap, SRO. 3rd down. I mean, you certainly hope the guy's all right. That's tough tackle. Low, right at the knee area. Dudes are vulnerable for sure. We've seen long trap now a few different ways. This looks like they're going both sides, kind of spear or arrow screen. And all I mean by that is, people call this different stuff. It really doesn't matter. This is just perimeter screen where they're blocking MDM, most dangerous. And then we're running this like little flat. And it looks like they're running the same thing on both sides here. We're blocking MDM. Now, again, there's no rules against this, but I'm saying if you get pressure to one side and this guy's dropping out, technically the guy I think they're probably reading here, I personally would prefer to throw into the pressure. Doesn't mean you have to. And again, we get the first down here. It's just one of those things where I love these kind of plays where we're spreading them out. We're running Josh. We're letting him make the decisions, getting it to the open guy, getting the ball in space. Again, you can see Diggs down here to the bottom in the slot. They're going to hit you with a little like 2-trap pressure down here to the bottom. So not great with that type of spear action. But man, excellent 3rd down execution. You can see Josh look like give the signal here. Again, I'm saying that we're reading this player as a conflict defender. It looks like we're going long trap. To me, that's gap down on the front side. There's nobody even here. Maybe these guys pressure right here, and then we're going to kick out. Again, it takes a long time with the big tackles coming across. 3rd and 3, spread them out, run it. And you can see 2 off the play side, so it's not going to be great. Nice job getting it out, getting a first down. Hope he's all right. Next one here, 2nd and 2, we're running Josh again. This looks like one back tackle power. It's a bit of a unique play where we're pulling the backside tackle. It looks like they're running play side power. If the tight end here, the tight end goes out. I don't know. I'm not even comfortable knowing what we would call this run play. It's not my favorite look. What I mean by that is if we're going out here, one-on-one here, these two back to here, and then pulling the backside tackle for the play side inside linebacker, to me, that would be one back power. I don't love, it doesn't really matter. I get it, almost like a B gap power, but we're reading this guy as a conflict defender. And so if he hard crashes, no one's blocking him. When we go to hand this thing off, the quarterback just reads it and almost like a zone read. It's obviously not zone read. It's power read, but power read to me is more of a front side play. This is like backside read power. We just take it and pull it ourselves. Again, 2nd and 2 in between the 20s. We're running the quarterback. Just a bit of a unique run. It gets Josh going. We get a first down. He takes a big hit because we're asking our little slot to go in there and block inside the box. So a bit of a tough look, on what 2nd and 2 here. I'm thinking, man, we got better stuff than this, right? Not so much. Again, and look how big Allen is, man. He doesn't even go down. Doesn't go down. Yeah, it's a big hit, but he still doesn't go down. Barely at the end. Just a really impressive run. The guy is a weapon running the ball. Yeah, and I love it in these types of games because every play, every possession means the season. Got to get it, everything you can. Now just protect him. Next one here, and this is the 4th quarter, that final long drive. There's a scramble here. We get really lucky. Okay, the ball's on the ground. And fortunate that they don't scoop and score right here, let alone definitely get the possession right here. I mean, come on. Great effort there. Being able to jump on that, cover it up, whoever the hell that was. That's outstanding effort, jumping on that fumble. This to me is another example of maybe putting on the cape a little too early for Josh Allen. Big 79. Have yourself a day right there, my guy. Cover the ball, cover the ball, cover the ball. Wow. Awesome play. Super lucky to get it back. No doubt. Okay, now let's talk about kind of, again, I feel like I want to make sure I'm really clear. There's nothing easy about 3rd and long. Okay, there is nothing easy. To me here, this is shallow with a deep end. It looks like they're asking Diggs to run the number 3 here to the corner. It's never there. They got him locked down. I think the one place this ball could potentially go is right here. I think it's a tight end on this little looper return. Now, again, I've said this a few times, but I want to reiterate it. One of the weaknesses I feel like in Josh's play in this game was he just played some of these plays a little fast. So, if that's an alert and we're high-lowing this 1 to 2 or vice versa, to me here, this number 3, this is there. I just would love to see him, is it 1 to 2? We don't know I don't know what the read is, but I can tell you that this type of route is almost universally like a 2-3, meaning that something else is the primary. It's not there. Let's get it down. And again, is it going to get a first down? You don't know, but you got to play the play that's called. Yes, he is a playmaker, and that's the fine line, right? But right here, this is lucky to get the ball back. So to me here, he just takes off. So instead of running right there, up, reset, through the read. Can we throw it to 86? Can we throw the in? Okay, I mean, he's the decision maker. If he wants to take off, my thing about it is when you take off before you even give it a hitch, you don't know what you have. You don't know that all these guys are covered. And then just being able to protect the ball, because that is fortunate right there. That would be a terrible way for it to end. It doesn't end great, obviously, but you would hate for that to be what happens. Because to me, again, you be the judge. Does he leave early? Maybe, I think you wouldn't be wrong if you said, hey, in my vision, if you're 17, I see the color flash on the right guard. And is that a hold? Tough. But I would just, reset right there. Give somebody a chance down the field. Maybe. Either way, protect the ball. So lucky. I mean, that is outstanding effort. Who is that? 86? Crawling over Chris Jones's back right there. Not letting him get it. Fighting for the ball, 79. Hell yeah. Next one here, 4th and 3. This could easily be the play of the game, if the Bills go on to win this game. They shift 3x2 empty, condensed to 2x2 condensed. Now we get the orbit motion with 10. Watch 22, try to track 10. So the defender going with him. Come back around. Breaks, come out the other way. We did a little Chiefs motion to the Chiefs. And that's an easy 4th and 3. I mean, that's beautiful design. That is absolutely pristine, world-class play calling, play design. And again, you can totally see it, right? Watch 22, run with 10, track him, go back, breaks, gotcha. Essentially running like a double pick with the 2 guys on that side. That's outstanding. So this is just a thing of beauty. 4th and 3, been sitting on this all game. Great man beater. Got him. Whoop. And really it's just, this would actually be a really cool way to run mesh railroad. So come back here. This becomes the rail. This becomes the mesh. Here comes the da-da-da-da-da over the top. Here comes the deep hook. I'm not saying that's what this play is, but this would be a really cool way to do it. You're welcome for stealing that. And that's how it happens. Regardless, great job right there. Beautiful design. Love seeing 22 get put in a blender. Easy completion, first down. I mean, that is beautiful. They couldn't call this one fast enough. I love seeing 22 go turn and run right there. That's a bad feeling. Got him. Another beautiful play design here, 3rd and 5. We're going to start in quads bunch. we're going to end up getting to bunch 3x1. They're going to run snag up top. So the number 1 is in the snag, the number 2 is to the corner, the number 3 is in the flat. They're in 0. It looks like they're a little confused defensively because they're technically in cover 0, but they don't bring any pressure that can get home. So just a really nice job from Josh finding the first down. Again, these are critical down and distances. 3rd and 5, game on the line. You're going to kick it here. If you don't get it, up top, just a simple snag, corner, flat. Again, you can see 0, how it works. The nickel up top off the edge, off the point on the bunch. Not only is he blitzing, but he's picked up. It's beautiful. They got the perfect protection on. Nice job. Put it on him. Big first down. That's outstanding. Again, they're just methodically having a great drive here. Really impressive. Great situational ball. First down. And it all really comes to an end right here. Okay, we got 3 minutes left to go. 1st and 10 balls on the 27. So we're going to go 3 and out right here. And we're going to miss a field goal. Now we're going to go through each one of these plays. This, to me, it looks like this is a second level zone read where we're reading the backside inside linebacker and Josh just doesn't make the right read. That's my interpretation of it. It very well could be a run it run, meaning that there is no read. If that's the case, the left tackle and the tight end probably make the wrong decision. So we can see if you can see the left tackle and the tight end. Watch them communicate right there. See that little whatever this hand is and this looking at each other? To me, this is these two guys communicating. They're making a call to go out. Okay, I think if this was true inside zone, so we're running this way or true zone this way, this would almost universally be what I'm used to calling like a backside scoop. So it would be like these two for these two. And we would leave this, the edge player, the farthest guy. I think in a perfect world, and honestly, I'm a little surprised, play calling wise, that they didn't just run zone read. The perfect call here, okay, marker, pen, months later, is zone read, where we are reading this player right here. We're arcing out on the little guy, and we're up to 23. Then this is made to order, and Josh probably runs this for 10, 15 yards. Even if you were to do like a zone read second level, which you don't see a lot of run game wise, you see this more like pass RPO. I tend to think that this is a mental error right here, communication wise between these two on what type of block is on the backside. Because you can see Josh kind of run to pull it. And if you were to pull it, it would be a big hit. 23 unblocked in the backside B gap is not going to work. It's just not going to work. But you can see that the left tackle and tight end both going out. So if Josh pulls that right there, it's one-on-one with the safety. Oh, damn. So that's a tough first down. I thought there were opportunities for them to continue to run him. And there's no bigger running opportunity for Josh than right here. And you can really see it pop all that space up top. I mean, damn. And again, it's easy to have the perfect call months later with the film, little, fast forward, rewind, slow down, marker, pen, all this time. Again, my best guess would be the left tackle and tight end making the wrong call for the backside block. It's a shame because now they're behind the sticks, 2nd and long. So now it's 2nd and 9, coming out the 2 minute, down 3 with a chance to beat Patrick Mahomes at home in the playoffs. Damn, this is a shame. So this to me is a touchdown opportunity up top to the number 2. They've got the perfect call, middle field open, a chance to hit it. The left tackle just gets bullied by Chris Jones. Chris Jones just takes this thing over, gets into Josh as he's throwing it, and we miss it. I don't think this is on Josh Allen. I think this is on the pass protection letting us down. And again, the number 2 up top on the post. So to me, this is a middle field open bracket beater. So what do I mean by that? I mean, we got Meg up top. So this, he got man everywhere he goes. It's essentially Christmas tree or cone, these 3 on these 2. So we run 2 verticals at them. So you up and up. You want that safety to have to clamp down on the number 3. And then we're going to go right by him, hopefully to the post. And that's exactly what happens. We got him. And I think it's there for a touchdown. Now, it'd be easy to be a screenshot QB and say, hey, throw it to Diggs because he's wide ass open. That's, to me, I think, misunderstanding what the intent of this play is. This play has got an alert touchdown. This is there. We got this. It's dialed up perfectly. Everything except what I'm going to say here at left tackle. And I'm not going to hang the left tackle out to dry. I'm going to talk about the scheme from behind. But watch that safety. Watch that 3-on-2 up top with the number 2 and 3 wide receiver. Tight end. Got him. Now, again, could that wide receiver kind of avoid the safety and keep his speed? Yeah, maybe. I don't think he's going to get to that ball regardless. So what's my big issue with this? Okay, first of all, this guy, earmuffs me here, is a fucking game wrecker, especially at the end of a game. This is 5-person protection. The center here is going to the right. Okay, now I understand why you might want to do that if these were just dots. Okay, if this is the front and we're looking at dots, who's the most likely guy to blitz? Probably the closer guy. Let's go here. In reality, neither of these guys look like they're real pressure threats. I'm turning to 95 as much as possible. Unless I think one of these guys is absolutely blitzing, standing on the line of scrimmage, I'm turning to 95. And what that does is it just creates a little bit more room for grace, a little bit tougher for him to feel like 3-on-2 over here, even though it might still be a 1-on-1 if he takes the far C gap. This would kill me. Like, losing like this would really hurt my soul pass protection wise, because we're just not giving our guys the best opportunity to succeed. So when the center goes to the right and we get the double team on the fucking 2-eye and we got a 1-on-1 with our left tackle and Chris Jones, I feel like we're getting manipulated. In addition, Diggs is a great hot on the right. So I'd rather slide to the left and be hot to the right. But again, that's just me. Obviously, it's my own issues. But I mean, that is a touchdown. Look at the safety. He's turned around. He didn't even see the damn ball. Oh my God. This is just fucking brutal. Now, could you say, hey, Josh, how about a slide? Okay. I do feel like that's fair. Instead of being a statue at the point, just drift a little and make that throw. Okay, that's fair. Last play here for the game, 3rd and 9. We end up being a throwaway. I think when you look at the film here, it's fair to say, there's not a lot of great options here, coach. So that's my first thing. My second thing, and this is a quarterback-centric video, I would like to see Josh Allen work through this read. Again, easier said than done. He's been such a great playmaker. You want to trust him to get out and make plays like this. But I also want to make plays like this after I've gone through the read. Okay, so let's just watch his head. To the right, back to the left, and now we're out. Okay, so he saw maybe one guy to the left. Okay, now, I also want to acknowledge the fact that I don't love whatever the hell this is supposed to be. Okay, so down here, it's never there. They've essentially bracketed these two guys with this. Okay. The other part, 14. Okay. He's struggling to get off the line of scrimmage in this game when he's not in movement or off the ball. So he takes a while to get off this, so it's never really there on time. The next part of this, I think the new number 1 comes across, and I think one of these guys comes out with the looper return. This looper return, I think you could make the argument that if he were to play this like 7-on-7 and play this right to left, the ball could go here. Is it going to be a first down on 3rd and 9? No. Does it get you 4th and short? And you probably go for it because you don't want to give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes tied? I think you do. So I would like to see the ball go to the looper return. I know that is not an easy play. Okay, so don't tell me, oh, bro, you fucking da-da-da-da-da. Like, yeah, I get it. And Josh Allen's really good. Okay, so could he get it to 10 up top on that looper return? He's the number 1 up top. So no to the bottom. No to Diggs. Diggs is taking forever. Okay, this is just my personal opinion. But if I was Houston, right, got traded to Houston, I would be thinking about putting this guy in as the motion guy a lot more. This looks like he's not comfortable doing this. Like he's getting jacked at the line of scrimmage. And I get it. They're good on defense on the back end. Don't get it twisted. I understand. Okay. Thanks for that, Captain. But this is third in the season. So third in the season, and I'm almost going to guarantee, okay, that the ball is designed to go either here or here, 1-2. Because those are the only guys that run past the damn sticks. Neither of them are there. Both of them are really doubled. Right? If I'm being honest. He's getting jammed and doubled. He's getting doubled, jammed. They got you, dog. You just got to take what's there. And again, easier said than done. Again, he creates out of structure all the time. But again, if you throw it to 10 up top on the 20, maybe he falls forward and gets a first down. Just play within the structure of it sometimes. And again, it's a very fine line. The other part about this is, even the throwaway here, you'd probably love to give somebody a chance. And again, hindsight 2020, knowing you never get back on the field, hell yeah, you'd want to give someone a chance. Right there on the sideline, on the back line, there's no good options once you leave the pocket. So these last 3 plays have just been a bummer. Every single play has been a different level of bummer. And, it'd be really hard to beat Patrick Mahomes like this. Just, man, so close. So that is a wrap. Absolutely brutal loss. Really. Had the Chiefs, great drive at the end, everything except kind of feeling those things go sideways that final 3 plays, and to have it come down to those final 3 plays and then the missed field goal. Oh man, it's gut-wrenching. It really is. As someone who has absolutely zero ties to that organization, I totally feel and can see how close they were. But man, Josh Allen is a treat. He really is. Making plays, hero plays, Superman plays. Now, do you see some of the blind spots with that kind of play structure sometimes? Yeah. And I would love to see him kind of get a little bit more graceful as far as blurring the line between that in structure when it's there and the Superman thing. Because the Superman thing is what makes him special. But you can see sometimes when you look at the film, hey, let's get through that read, and there's an easier play. You don't have to put on the cape here. And that will be, for me, what I will be looking for as far as his next step in his ascension into his play, how he continues to get better. To me, that will be a really cool indicator if he can do that and kind of walk that fine line a little bit more consistently. Either way, thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.